is going on? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I seriously appreciate you tuning in today. We are back here in my 2006 Nissan 350z Rev Up, and we just pumped gas at Shell. If you guys have been following the channel for a while, you know that I only pump Shell into my cars. I don't know why, it's always just been a thing. I don't see myself pumping anything else besides Shell anytime soon, but let's go for a cruise. It is such a nice day today. I had to drive the Red Z. I've been driving the Miata and the blue 350z around quite a bit, and I figured it would be a perfect day to drive the red one. So while we're driving around, I'm gonna be talking about 3 of my favorite interior performance features in this 350z. And you might think, Johnny, how could you have performance features on the interior of your 350z? Performance is under the hood, right? True, you're not wrong. But there's a few things in this 350z, especially the driver's seat, I feel like Nissan designed really well to help the driving experience. I'm gonna go this way. Oh man. All right, let's go this way. Hang a left here. Get off the main road. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of drinking energy drinks first thing in the morning. Usually I go for like Starbucks or coffee or something, but today I'm feeling pretty tired, so we're doing it. Cheers. We got the fruit punch. Actually, no, it's Pacific Punch Monster energy drink. Cheers. All right, hopefully that'll stay in that cup holder. Coming through. Smooth. 5,000. 5,000. Man, okay, so the first thing I absolutely love about this 350z, and I think it's really cool, it's the driving position. The way you sit in this car, it's like nothing else. I mean, I work at TSM Collision, so I spend a lot of time driving cars in and out of the shop, you know, from the parking lot inside. And sitting inside of those cars, there's just something about the 350z where you kind of sit pretty low in the car. I mean, the doors go up to, just about your shoulders, so you really feel like you're hunkered down inside of this like cabin. Oh my God. The seating position in this 350z definitely helps the driving experience in my opinion. And there's also ways you can make it even cooler. Like one thing I did in my last video was like scoot the seat back and then hunker down a little bit further in the seat. It allows your legs to be extended a little bit further and it just feels like an F1 car. But the seating position in this car, I think Nissan got it right. I mean, you're right. This is so close to each other. The short throw shifter from factory, it just feels so good to shift between the gears. It's not like you're rowing a boat or anything. Like it's nice and quick and the downshifts are awesome. I have nothing but good things to say about the shifter. My brother did actually buy me a Mishimoto shift knob and I cannot wait to swap it in. I haven't decided if I'm gonna put it in the red car or the blue car yet, but that is definitely a mod we need to do soon. Just listen to that. I really do think it's probably one of the most recognizable exhaust notes on basically every car that's driving out there right now on the road. I can recognize a VQ from like 2 miles away. Like as long as I can hear it, I probably know it's a VQ. Okay, so we're gonna go straight across right here. I gotta get that monster before it explodes. It's just my luck though. Accelerate towards a yellow light. It's all good. We're just testing the brakes. Let's see if we can get that monster over here. There we go. I guess that's the best thing about having some solid torque numbers. I'm kind of sidetracked. I gotta remember what we started this video for. So the second thing that I absolutely love, besides the shift knob and the driving seat position, is actually right here in the dashboard. Let me show you really quick. So over here, 350zs actually have like a digital display, and you can switch between the different things it's telling you, like how many miles you have till empty, your miles per gallon. Don't look at that. You can time yourself at the track. So you push this button and it sets a timer, and I wish it would automatically stop the timer at 60 so you could like test 0 to 60 times and stuff, but it just keeps going until you press this button again and then it stops it. So if you can push this button while you're doing your 0 to 60 tests, or you're doing your lap times and you remember to press that button as soon as you go across the finish line, I mean, you can get a pretty solid idea of how fast you're able to do your laps and stuff. And it's just really cool that they integrated a timer or like a stopwatch into the 350Z. That is just, I don't know, that's just an extra thing that Nissan did, and you can just tell that this car was built for speed and track use. But that's not even what I was talking about. The coolest thing is this right here. So you can see it says 6,600, and that is the RPM red line I have it set at. So basically all this is a shift indicator. So the lowest value is 2,000, and you can tell the shift light is on right now. So if we wanted to set it to, and it's basically just telling us to shift. So we could set it to 3,000 right now. And obviously it's not on because we're not at 3,000 RPM, but once the RPMs get to 3,000, it's telling me to shift, which is really cool. And it flashes it when you're getting close, like when you're like sub 250 RPMs from the number you've set. If you're over the number you've set, it just holds a red light. So I think it's really awesome, honestly. Like, I feel like most cars don't have shift indicator lights like that. And so I like to keep it at 6,800 just because, you know, we got the rev up, so it's a 7,000 RPM red line, but they do say that the red line is the safe limit that the engine can reach, but I don't know, I like to pull it back just a little bit more, just because let's go for longevity, right? Like, the thing is already so fast. I really don't know how much more power we're getting out of that extra 300-400 RPM. So let's get it to 6,800 right here and have it flash at us. So watch right here. I mean, that's pretty sweet. And the beautiful thing is the 350Z's interface is so simple. It's just these two buttons that flick through all of those menus, and you got your miles per hour, and we're back to the temperature outside. So it's a super cool feature that they did not have to add, and they did. So can we make that? I don't know. No way. Nope. Hard brakes again. Every time. That's okay. Just sitting at this light right now. I mean, the 350Z is just a comfortable car. Seat's comfortable. The turn signal indicator's not like super loud. It's like the perfect volume. I will say, when you have an exhaust kit like this, it's kind of hard to hear it sometimes. And if you're not paying attention and you're trying to get over lanes or something and it doesn't go off automatically, you will forget that you have your turn signal on. No, don't do it. Don't do it, minivan. No, I guess I have to go around that minivan now. Can we? No, there's no way. Well, I mean, you know, it's the universe. The very last thing also has something to do with this front gauge cluster here. And of course, there's many other performance features inside the cabin of the 350Z, and I'll probably do a part 2 just so I can cover the rest of them. But the one I'm talking about now is this gauge cluster. Oh man. And the reason I say that is because the RPMs are right in the middle of the gauge cluster. And I know that's pretty common with a lot of sporty style cars, but we're talking about Nissan here. Like, let's think about how many other cars that they make and produce where your speed was in the middle, because that's all that really matters. Like, when you're driving a normal car, your speed is all that matters. In this car, directly in front of your face is your RPM. They know people are gonna be driving this thing hard. They know you're gonna be watching those RPMs to get the proper downshifts and stuff. And I think they really hit it out of the park by putting the tach right in the center and making it extremely visible. The steering wheel, I don't know with the whole camera situation if you can tell, but the steering wheel perfectly goes over the gauges, like nothing is blocked. I can see all the way over here to the 140 mile an hour line, and then I could see all the way to the left side as well. And can we drift this? Too sticky, too sticky. And honestly, with the way people drive these cars, I really think you do need the RPMs right in the center, because it's what I'm constantly watching. Every time I'm accelerating, I always look down at the RPMs just to see where I'm at. And if it was over on the side or over here even, it wouldn't be as easy to look at. So I know that's kind of a super basic one, but honestly, Nissan did not have to do that. So I think it's really cool that they did. You could just tell from a complete design standpoint exactly where they were coming from and where they wanted this car to sit in their market. And I think it just worked really well. So, all right, y'all, let's get out. Oh, there's a Miata. All right, let's do a little walk around of this thing, just because, I mean, why not? Why not? Jeez, so sick. Like, every time I look at this car, my brain is just, this is a 350Z, okay? Like, I never even imagined that 350Zs could look like this. And I know I've owned this car for 4 years now, and it's looked like this for probably 2 years now. And every time I look at it, I'm just completely blown away. Question though, should we get some new wheels sometime? I mean, I really dig these wheels, but I think it would be awesome to get something different. I mean, I've literally had them on the car for 4 years now, and I feel like it might be time to change it up. I love the way they look. They're super simple, which I feel like this this car. That's kind of what I was going for. I didn't want like over the top. So I'm definitely going to change them out in the future, but I do think the HR needs wheels first. So that is probably what we'll do first before we change the wheels on these, just because these look pretty good for now. But man, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Drop a comment down below if you enjoyed it. Did you learn something? I hope you did. Also, if you have any other video ideas you want to see, I'm going to be trying to post a lot more than I have been. I know I took about a month off just to kind of refresh my mind. I'm also working a whole bunch, so I'm going to try and fit these videos in as much as I can. So it would be rude to not come over and look at this thing. I'm not gonna lie. Needs a little bit of a wash, but for the most part, ooh. Looking pretty good though. Those wheels though, dang. Can't go wrong with RPF ones, man. All right, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Drop a thumbs up if you did. Hit the comments down below if you have any questions, comments, or you want to see something. I'll do my best to make it happen. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't joined the family. I said a few months ago I wanted to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and if that is the case, we got to kick it into gear now. So hit the subscribe button. We got a whole bunch more videos coming out in the future. Thank you once again so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.